Courtesans are, of course, a kind of sex worker, but they're not a kind of sex worker that we have in the world today. They were sex workers so fancy that you couldn't offend them by offering to pay them. They weren't like a prostitute where there's a list of prices for specific sexual acts. Instead, you have to think of them as an elegant entertainer with benefits. But in order to get those benefits, you need to court them with diamonds, not cash. And there might be a few courtesans in the world today, but it's not a big feature of society. But it was in many societies in the past, in classical China and Japan and ancient Greece, and then in Europe from the Renaissance until the 1920s or 30s, particularly in Venice and in Paris above all. And of course, these women were beautiful and were also sexy and perhaps even famously good in bed. But that isn't the only thing they were famous for. They were also famous for their talents as conversationalists or singers or actresses. And ultimately, they were a subject of fascination in their culture. They were the women everyone was talking about. And thus they appear in the arts, in the visual arts, and also in novels like The Lady of the Camellias, and in opera, where many of the fabulous diva roles like Violetta in La Traviata or Madama Butterfly are courtesans.